Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins and it's Thursday night, which means it's One Sheet Wonder Night. Tonight I am going to be showing you 3 cards that you can create from one 12 by 12 sheet. Tonight I am going to be using the Elegant Pines Snowflake Designer Series paper. Now this paper pack is part of my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club kit for December. So club members will find the download project sheet in the photo gallery on my blog. Look for your club kit soon. They will be going out very soon. So make sure you look for those in the mail. Now, I love the snowflake paper or pine snowflake paper because, yes, it can be made for Christmas cards, or you can use it for those wintertime weddings, birthdays, anniversaries. Perfect. This paper pack was voted on for club members for the month of December. I'm sure you're going to love the club kits as well as the cards I create tonight. Let's change the camera and get started. All right, so club members do not need, but I highly recommend this month of all months to purchase the Delicate Pines bundle, only because the dies in here will die cut the snowflakes out of the paper. So you got the bigger snowflake here, you got the medium size one here, and then there's a couple other prints in the pack, like this one right here. It will die cut these 2 images. So I highly recommend getting the bundle if you don't already have it. You could hand cut those elements out, but I think you're really going to like the coordinating dies if you decide to go that route. Now you can use any sentiment stamp set that you have on hand, but I will be using the Delicate Pines for the sentiments on my cards in the club kit as well as for tonight. This is the print that we're going to be using tonight. I love these colors. It is the pretty peacock, the old olive, a little cherry cobbler. So pretty, and it does not scream Christmas. It can scream birthday, it can scream wedding, it can scream anniversary, whatever you need a card for. I think this winter paper is beautiful for that. So we're going to create 3 cards. The first 2 will be the same. The card is just gorgeous, so I did 2 exactly alike. And then with our leftover strips, I have another card for you with some tips on that. So let's get started on cutting here. We're going to start by cutting this. It is not really directional, which I love, at 5 1/4. So we got 2 of them at 5 1/4. And then this is our strip for our remaining card that we're going to use with these strips. And we're going to cut this in 4-inch increments. So 4-inch, 4-inch, and 4-inch. Now, I said if you are a Stamp Camp at Home Card Club member, you will find the download project sheet in the photo gallery on my blog. If you are not a club member, you can purchase the download project sheet for $9.95. Send me an email or a contact me form that you would like to purchase the November 11, yes, One Sheet Wonder using the Elegant Pine Snowflake, and I will send you a PayPal invoice. Or you can also join my One Sheet Wonder Club, which is a Thursday night club, which you will get all the download project sheets from the One Sheet Wonder cards that I do on Thursday nights. So those are your 2 options. Option to join the One Sheet Wonder Club is $24.95. There's a PayPal subscription. It is a subscription. You are in the club until you cancel your subscription. So under the video, I will put show more and click on that and then go to the blog post that talks about my One Sheet Wonder cards. All right, so let's get started. We have 5 1/4 by 12, and we're going to score at 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, and 10. Now, I think I've done similar of this card we're going to create. This one's a little bit different, but I've created similar to this one. So 2, 4, 8, and 10. All right, and that's all the scoring. Now we're going to fold in, and that would be like on the 4, and then back on that 2-inch. And I'm going to just kind of burnish those. Fold in, and then back. And mine's meeting, semi-meeting in the middle. It's kind of hard to tell because it blends in so well. There's that. We're going to do it to both of them. And normally I would say, okay, I'm going to do one way and one the other, but I want it this way. I really like it folded like this, because when we're done, you're going to actually see this side more on your card front, and that's kind of what I want. I like that side. Not that this side isn't pretty, but I really like the other way. This paper, right up my wheelhorse as far as colors. I love the pretty peacock. Okay, so we're going to have them both like this. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the corner and you're going to fold it down. So just like that. No measuring, which is what I like. You're going to do that to all of these corners. So we're going to come up. And you're going to just follow your middle line there, you know, your crease. You're going to fold them all in. Now you can see why I said you're going to see more of this on this print on the front. So easy. It looks technical, but it is so easy to do this card. It will come together very quickly, which I love a good quick and easy card. There we go. Isn't that cool? It'll get cooler. So I'm going to do the same with this one. Plus, by doing it twice, you get to see it twice in action. No need to apply adhesive. It's going to stick down all on its own when I apply the front panel. All right, so we're going to fold this up just like that. All right, so far so good. Now, I have 2 pieces, 5 1/4 by, or 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. These are going to be the back of the card base, so they're going to go on there like that, but I'm not going to put them on just yet. Then I have 2 pieces of white for the inside. Now, what you can do is you can either die cut some from the paper and just add them right quick and easy, or you can actually just stamp your, if you have the bundle, you can stamp your inside with the stamps. So I'm using Old Olive on this one right here. And we're going to just put it right here in the corner. And then you can always do your envelope in the corner so it all matches beautifully. All right, and then I'm going to take the pretty peacock ink and this image right here. And it's a lot like the paper. We're just going to do it right inside like that. Gorgeous. All right, while I got this ink open, I'm going to do my little sentiment. So I'm going to add that to a strip, and I'm going to stamp warmest winter wishes. Now, this could be for a birthday. It could be for a wedding. Okay, we're going to put that on there. Got those stamped up. Now, I'm going to add a little strip of that pretty peacock to the back of these little banners. And I'm not going to trim them up till I have them on my card where I want them. So I have room to trim. All right, so those are done. Then you're going to need 2 for each card. So you're going to need 4 pretty peacock squares and 4 basic white squares. Now, if you have the Stylish Shapes die, it would be the largest one and then the next one down. Or you can just cut your squares. So this square is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So these are 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So I'm going to start by adding my squares to my pretty peacock paper squares. And then we're basically going to just assemble. All right, so those are together. Now I'm going to put these on the inside of my cards. So I'm going to open that up. We're going to put this on the inside here, like so. I think I'm going to attach it to my base. I'm good with that now. I'm going to attach it to my pretty peacock card stack here, like so. Put this one inside here. Okay, now we can go ahead and put that on my card front, or card base, I should say. So we will stick that down. Okay, now we're going to put these squares to work. So this one is going to go on the left-hand panel here, or the right-hand side. We want to line it up so the point of our diamond here is in line with that. And then it's centered here. So I only want to put my adhesive just on this little corner here. All right, so we're going to put that. I want to put it so my point here is like centered and my point up here goes straight, and stick that down. All right, so I know I haven't stuck it shut. We're going to take this and we're going to put it across here. But first, I forgot to do a part here. I'm going to, I forgot to stamp my snowflake, so we'll see. We're going to stamp my snowflake in there. Oh, I was kind of afraid of that because we're going at different levels here. We'll see. It's a little off, but I think we'll be okay. It just kind of makes it a fuller look. Now we're going to come in with the blue. Let's see, maybe I can put a piece underneath here just to raise it up a little bit. So just like I did on the inside, we're going to do that on this square. Not too bad. That one worked much better. Then we're going to take the words and they're going to come across here. So we're going to do that flat because we already have some bumpy parts coming on the front. Center that. Come in here with my scissors and cut kind of on an angle. All right, so there's that one. I'm going to do this one now before I attach it to my other card so that it's not going to overlap. Although I do like the thickness that it gave of the greenery. All right, so that's going to go on my next one. So now, let's close up my ink pads here. We're going to bring this one over. We're going to grab another white one, and we're going to put this one exactly over the top of that one underneath, but we only want to put our adhesive on this side here. So that I'm just going to run my adhesive. And you can use liquid glue, tear and tape, whatever you like. But when I put this on here, I want to make sure that I'm just right over top of the other one, and then I'll just push it down. And so there, when you open it up. Now for this one, I'm going to take one of those snowflakes that I die cut using the coordinating dies from the paper. I mean, you could stamp them and die cut too, but I like the variegated look of the paper. And then we're going to take another one. Now the second one, I'm going to pop that up. You could leave it flat, but I'm going to pop it up. On the front. Like so. Now there's even tinier little snowflakes, and there is a die cut for that as well. You're going to find these all over. So on one of them, I'm going to put this one on. And on the second one, I'll leave that one off. And you can decide if you like the 3 layers or if you just like the 2 layers. So I'm going to pop that one up too. Put that on there. So there's 3 layers on that snowflake. I think you can see that. Let me see if I can clear that up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to take our handy dandy little gems here. Let's see. And where should we place all these? I mean, you can put them wherever, but they just make it pop. I mean, you could use the Pretty Peacock ones, but I just love that cherry cobbler. So there's the first 2 cards, and we're going to finish the second one. I'm going to do it just a bit different, but isn't that gorgeous? Love it. All right, so we're going to start with this one again. We only want adhesive on this side here to the right. We're going to center that in the center, but keeping the points straight. Take our banner here. We're going to put it right across the center, like so. Take our scissors. So there's the inside. Fold it closed. This is going to go directly on top. We want adhesive only on this side here. So we're going to match up those points. That works. Hear that? Again, we're going to take a snowflake that we die cut from the paper. Put that right down. Then we're going to take a next size and we're going to pop that up, and then we're not going to do the little teeny tiny one on top. And you can decide if you like the 3 layers, the 2 layers. I mean, single layer is gorgeous as well. But if you can pop it up with a few more layers, well, why not? Bring in my gems here. All right, so that one only has the 2 layers, and this one has the 3 layers. I know it's a little bit hard to see. Visit my blog tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll have all the samples out for you to look at up close and personal. So those are from our first 2 pieces, and then we have these 3 leftover strips that are 1.5 by 4. So what we're going to do is our card base is going to be Pretty Peacock 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. We're going to fold that in half. We're going to take our strips. We're going to take one of these strips and we're going to cut it down to be 1 inch. All right, so I have that little strip there, and then I have the 1 inch strip. We're going to take these 2 strips and we're going to put them on this piece of white. Now this white is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to add this across the bottom edge. And we're going to take this one and put it across the top edge. And because this paper is really not directional, it can go either way anyway, really. All right, and then this one here is going to come down here. But first I'm going to stamp in here. And I'm going to use the Celebrate the Season. And I'm going to use the Pretty Peacock ink. And let's see. Hopefully I don't smear it. I want to bring that up just a bit, I think. So I kind of want to center this in there. That worked out pretty good. And then we're going to just add this strip. Like so. Flip it over. It looks like it matched up pretty well. We're going to put our adhesive on and attach that to our card base. Then I have another piece of white. We're going to take that strip that we cut off and we're going to add that across the bottom edge. Now you could also stamp, make it really festive, that snowflake image on the top. And then put that on your inside. Then I'm going to show you my sample I had a oopsie, so I'm going to show you how I fixed that. Oh, look at that. We might have to stamp another snowflake up there. I had ink on my finger. That'll work. I could even probably just put another one of these. So there's what our strips. Now, when I was stamping, I want to finish this first. Put some of those pretty peacock. I mean, that just makes it right there. But when I was stamping my sample, I smudged this. It did not look good. So to cover that up is I took a piece of the pretty peacock 1x4 and I added that right there. You would never know that that was a strip. And then I did 3/4 of an inch by 4 in the white and put that across there. So that's how I covered up that little oopsie. And maybe you like that way better. Give that added little dimension in there. But that's how that was done. I put that right in there like that. Stamped on it. So there's your option. You can do with the paper or without. And just do it right on the white. But here are your, I should say 3 because that was from my prototype. Here are your 3 cards from that 1 12x12 sheet. That is the Elegant Pines Snowflake Designer Series paper. Just gorgeous. But there you have 2 fun folds and then your leftover strip. That is your one sheet wonder for tonight. Now, if you need any of the supplies under the video, it says show more. Click on that. There's a list of all the supplies that I used for tonight, as well as a link to the blog post that talks about this month's Stamp Camp at Home Card Club kit and how you can get the download project sheet for tonight's project and all my Thursday night projects, one sheet wonders. So that is it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.